left. Maybe you'll come back. Glad to have you here. Bear with me. Trying to go. There we go. Hi, everybody. Oh, why did it not do that? Can y'all see me? I know TikTok can see me. What about Instagram? Okay. Hey, Vic. It's nice to see you here today. What a treat. That's so fun. Okay, so we had some issues going live, but I think we are officially live everywhere. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Thursday, and that means it's time for Live with Heather Vickery. And guess what, y'all? That's me. I am Heather Vickery. I'm super excited to be here with you today, always, as I always am. In fact, my energy levels are extra high this morning, and I'm not exactly sure why. But my partner just said to me, "Did you do a lot of Coke this morning?" I didn't. I did no Coke, no drugs, just coffee, which I could use a sip of right now. Oh, I love a good cup of coffee. Hi, everybody. My name is Heather Vickery, and I am a transformational success coach here to help you master the trifecta of self, knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. Why the fuck does that matter? Well, because once you deeply and truly know yourself, then you can learn to like and love yourself. Then you learn to trust yourself, and then you actually make all of your fucking dreams come true. But you can't do those things without a foundation of knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. You can't have all of the things that you dream of and desire, all those things that you want to create and manifest for yourself, for your family, your community, until you support yourself first, until you build a foundation of worthiness and love and awareness and recognition from the inside out. You don't have to go out there to get all the answers. You have the answers. And my job is to help you find those answers inside yourself, to guide you and support you on that journey. I do that in a number of different ways. And one of them is through the Live with Heather Vickery show every single Thursday, barring, holidays or being sick or something like that, every single Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. If you are here, say hi. Tell me your name if I don't already know you, and tell me where you're joining us from, because I would love to know who is here with us today. Are you feeling ready to fully embrace yourself? So here's the thing. We don't easily jump into wanting to really be aware and know ourselves. That sounds crazy because on the surface, I know everyone's thinking, well, of course I want to know myself. Of course I want to like myself. Of course I want to trust myself. But in order to actually really do that work, we have to be very honest, and we have to face the shadow sides. We have to face the shit that nobody wants to talk about. We have to admit our own faults and responsibilities and our mistakes. We have to learn from past experiences. We have to own our role in every single thing that happens in our lives. And that is not always an easy thing to do. But I can tell you, it is always a worthy thing to do. It's worthy. You are worthy. It is time to show up for yourself and really, really master knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. That is when the game changes. That is when you start to achieve all of those big, crazy dreams that you didn't think you had any business even dreaming. That is when you change your life, your community, the people around you. We can't change or control anyone but ourselves. But I am here to tell you right now, when you change yourself, the people around you change. They can't help it. It's just what happens. That's just the nature of being a human. And guess what? Welcome. Welcome to being a human. It's exactly what you are. I see you. I'm happy, happy, happy to have you with us here today. So for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I have been an entrepreneur for nearly all of my adult life. And I realized very quickly out of college that while I worked super well with people, I did not work well for people. Shout out if you can identify with that. That's not for everybody. Some people love being a collaborator. They love working on a team. They want to be behind the scenes. I love those people. I have lots of people like that on my team, and I'm grateful for them because y'all make the fucking world go round. But then there are those of us who, you know, we're not followers. We're rule breakers. I'm a rule breaker. And in fact, I only have one rule. Who in the audience knows what my one rule is? It's that there are no rules. There are no fucking rules. You get to do this life the way you want to, any way you want to. And my job, my goal is to help you discover a plan, a path to create the journey on your own terms in a way that works for you, that lights you up, that gets you closer to all of your goals and dreams and checking off those boxes and doing things that you've only ever dreamt of, one inspired action step at a time. And I am stubborn as hell, right? I don't give up. I do not quit on people that I believe in, and I believe in you. Maybe that comes from being a projector in human design. Are you familiar with your human design type? Human design is a modern self-discovery system that is here to help you truly know and understand yourself. It's all about expansion, nothing to change or fix. And I am a projector in human design. Projectors are literally here to guide and lead. So back when I was younger, when I realized that while I did not work well for people, but I worked well with people, I would give all sorts of advice without being invited to share it. And you know what? People don't want that advice. They don't want the advice that they haven't been ready to hear or that they're not asking for. So now I am here. I am saying, let's talk. Let's be connected. Invite me in so that I can support you on this journey. And what is this journey? This journey of mastering the trifecta of self. It's how you're going to make all of the changes that you want to make. And it does require thoughtful, intentional action. And it does require deep work, introspective work. Knowing, liking, and trusting yourself means that you have to get really cozy with it. It is the foundation of all growth. Knowing yourself is about understanding not just your values and your passions and your strengths and your limitations, but it's about how you are innately designed to experience the world. It requires you to shut out all of the noise that you have always heard from everyone else all the time, so that you can hear what is true for you, what is a yes for you, what is a no for you, what are you lit up by? What are your gifts into the world? What journey do you want to be on? You got to shut down the noise from everyone else so that you can hear yourself. Once you can start to hear yourself and you can understand your yes or no from inside your body, not just in your mind, it's a lot easier to like yourself without apology. And liking yourself without apology comes with acceptance, radical self-acceptance, radical self-compassion, radical self-love. It is all about celebrating your own uniqueness. It's about nurturing your positive self-image. You deserve it. You've earned it. You know why you earned it? Because you exist. You got born. You don't have to work that hard. I promise. But you do have to start with knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. It will change everything. It will build resilience. It will encourage compassionate approach to personal challenges. Compassionate approach. How often are you compassionate with yourself? How often are you compassionate with yourself? I asked this question on Instagram earlier today. When you are struggling or you make a mistake or something doesn't go well, do you just feel shitty? Do you just accept that? I'm like, oh, I'm just going to feel shitty. No problem. Or do you give yourself a little bit of grace, take a minute and say, oh, there's something to learn here. I'm going to be tender with myself. I'm going to be gentle with myself. Do you ask for support? How do you handle things in that moment? That'll tell you a lot about yourself and also maybe give you a jumping off point for the work that you want to do, for your self-work. Self-trust is the cornerstone of confidence. That seems really obvious, does it not? Like, yes, you have to have self-trust if you want to actually be confident. The best way to build self-trust and self-confidence is to prove to yourself that you can do these things that you want to do. And I approach that with my one-on-one clients in really tactical ways. We do some NLP work, neuro-linguistic programming, where we reset your subconscious beliefs, but also get really clear on what you actually want. I can help you go through systems where you can check off the boxes of how you know something is true or not. Are there other possibilities? What else could be true? Can several things be true at once? What are you choosing? What are you choosing to be true for you? And also, what intentional, inspired action do you want to take towards growth, right? Here are just a few ways that you can embrace the trifecta of self. I want you to start by thinking about daily reflection. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee, y'all, because I'm a real person here, not just a machine. How is everybody? Drop an emoji or a something and let me know you're here and what you're up to. That's a really good cup of coffee. I love that. Okay. 5 tips to get started mastering the trifecta of self, knowing, liking, and trusting yourself right now. The first one is reflect daily and consistently. Set up quiet time each and every day for reflection. That can be a walk, it can be going barefoot in nature, journaling, chatting with a friend, being honest about your feelings and your experiences, and just being really aware of yourself, your body, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you want from that moment, from that day. Daily reflection will change the game, and it can be very difficult to do, but I promise you it is worth it. And whether you're somebody that likes structure or routine and you want to do it at the exact same time every day, or you just need a little bit of fluidity and flexibility, somehow put it in your daily routine every day, self-reflection. The next thing is to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge your achievements and celebrate them. The more you celebrate, the more you have to celebrate. So gratitude and celebration, they're combined. I'm certified in positive psychology. This is something that's scientifically proven to decrease stress, anxiety, and depression and increase overall joy, happiness, and well-being. We can literally do an MRI on somebody who hasn't ever practiced gratitude and celebrations. And if you start listing 3 to 5 things you're grateful for and celebrating every day and why, every day for 3 months, we could do another MRI and we can literally see that your brain, the chemistry in your brain has shifted. This fucking works. You don't have to believe me. You just have to try it. So however you want to do celebrating your wins and gratitude, whether that is having maybe an accountability partner where you text it back and forth, or I work with my clients one-on-one and we do gratitude and celebration shares every single week. It's so important. You can have a gratitude journal right over my shoulder here. Shift Your Focus is my own gratitude journal. One of these days, I'm going to get it set up on the TikTok shop. TikTok shop has given me a lot of trouble, and we're going to get it up on Instagram shop as well. So it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, but you can get it in my bio if you want. But you can use a blank notebook. Doesn't matter. Just celebrate your wins and your gratitude every day. This reinforces motivation. It shows you what is working. There might be lots of things that aren't working, but it shows you what is working. It helps you connect with your own sense of growth and community and how you're showing up for yourself so that you can build upon that foundation. Number 3 is setting boundaries. Boundaries are limits that define acceptable behavior, and you get to decide what is acceptable and what isn't. It is time to know your limits. It is time to communicate them clearly and then stick to them. Ooh, how many of you have strong boundaries? How many of you struggle with boundaries? How many of you would like to have better boundaries? Boundaries are a form of self-respect. And boundaries are important when you are building a foundation of knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. The other thing I think that will make a huge difference for you is practice affirmations. So using positive affirmations to reinforce this self-like and this self-trust is so powerful. Repeat these statements as often as possible. Something like, I am capable. I trust my intuition. I love myself. Some of my daily affirmations are, I am wealth, I am joy, I'm abundance. Or I am abundant. I allow myself to be abundant. I trust myself. I know that I make a difference in the world, right? All sorts of things. Okay. Somebody is chatting with me on Instagram. Um, I think that's maybe just somebody who wants to start some shit. So go ahead and watch something else. I'm glad you were here. Thanks for coming. They're asking about childhood trauma, but then they were just starting shit. So that's okay. We'll just ignore that. Bye bye. Okay. The last one is, and this is a big one, and it's more difficult to do. This is why it's number 5, y'all. We want to reflect on a daily basis. Celebrate your wins and practice gratitude. Set boundaries. Practice daily affirmations. Number 5, y'all. Take calculated risks. Step out of your comfort zone. Everything you really want is just on the other side of uncomfortable. A good calculated risk is going to feel a little uncomfortable. But if you always do things the way you've always done them, you're going to always get the results that you're currently getting. And if those aren't the results that you want, do something else. Do something different. Explore and play. I saw a quote earlier today that was specifically talking to a line 3 in human design, and I'm a 1-3. So do you know your profile lines in human design? Specifically talking to line 3s, that we are literally here to make mistakes, to try and explore and see what happens. And the person who wins is the person who makes the most mistakes. You can't make mistakes if you're not trying. You can't make mistakes if you're not putting yourself out there. It's all an experiment. This live show every week is an absolute experiment. Going live every single day on TikTok is an experiment. And in fact, I'm curious what you guys think of this. Should I do it? So I have been really curious about somatic work lately. Does anybody else follow the Workout Witch? I have just started following her, and I signed up for some courses. And I personally don't love online courses because I lack a little bit of self-starter motivation. I am a fan of accountability. Get yourself an accountability system, mastermind, coach, support, mentor, whatever it is. I know that I need that. But what I liked about the Workout Witch is she's offering that accountability. They're doing text accountability support. I was like, okay, let me give this a go. But I know that if I want to do this and be successful, I have to add another layer of accountability. So I am thinking about live streaming on TikTok specifically when I do my somatic workouts. Not the whole thing, but just like getting started or just finishing or something like that. And I want to know what y'all think of that. And if you would maybe want to go on this journey with me. That's a scary thing. That's legitimately out of my comfort zone for so many reasons. Like, what if I look silly, or what if it doesn't work, or what if I don't show up one day? Which, this is a really interesting thing to remind you, is that every day is a Tuesday, and falling off the wagon, if you want to use that term, or saying you're going to do something every day and then you miss a day, you can just get back up and do it again. It does not mean all is lost. It does not mean that you can't ever start again. It does not mean you fucked everything up. It just means you needed a minute and you are a human being. And I try to give myself that very same grace as much as possible. It's tricky though, right? Okay, so that is the topic. Mastering the trifecta of self. I gave you 5 quick ways to start mastering the trifecta of self: knowing, liking, and trusting yourself, reflect daily, celebrate your wins and gratitude, set boundaries, practice affirmations, and take calculated risks. I'm going to pull a Create Brave card here in just a minute. But before I do that, I want to remind you all that tomorrow is the first Friday of the month. And on the first Friday of every single month, I do a free Manifestation Power Hour. You are invited. In the Manifestation Power Hour, I guide the group, but I'm also in the trenches with you. I am manifesting. So we speak our big dreams out loud and start to envision intentional, actionable ways to create that dream. Remember that manifestation isn't just wanting something and it magically appears. Manifestation is declaring something and shifting the way you show up in the world so that you can make it happen. And in the Manifestation Power Hour, we do that in the collective. We do that as a group, and we start to see ways towards this creation. And sometimes we have tips and tricks for one another, or we can invite people into conversations or communities that can get them closer to these things that they're manifesting. It's so fun. It's so free. Go to the link in my bio anywhere you are and register for the Manifestation Power Hour. You do have to register so that I can send you the link. But I would love, love, love to see you there. I also want to remind everybody that I have an $8 a month membership called the Spark Collective. The Spark Collective is housed in the Telegram app very intentionally because I want you to have access to showing up for yourself whenever and wherever you want. It is intentionally designed to be easy access and bite size. So you can show up for yourself in 10 to 15 minutes a day, just a few times a week, and it will shift things. I see wins every single day from our Spark members who are the awareness is changing, the knowing, liking, and trusting themselves is changing, discovering and exploring their intuition, feeling more comfortable in their path and their journey. So many wonderful wins. It is $8 a month. And with that $8 a month, not only do you get a weekly intuitive journal prompt and a monthly content drop that includes something, we have so many, you get access to the whole back catalog of content drop, guided EFT tapping, guided visualization meditations, quick win mini courses, and twice a year, members of the Spark Collective get to come for free to my custom workshops. So in the spring, and we have one coming up right now called Bloom. We have a workshop called Bloom, all about taking off with spring, blooming in the spring, reassessing, planning, going after what you want, being really clear, creating a very good system for success for the year. I don't do that in the winter. I do it in the spring. I like to winter and rest. I follow the path of nature, and we bloom in the spring. So you guys can come to Bloom. It's $48, or you can join the Spark Collective and come for free. That's pretty fucking cool. Again, the link is in my bio. Bloom is going to be on March 15th. I'm pretty sure it's March 15th. I think it's March 15th, but go to my website and double check. Everybody is invited. Everybody is welcome. We have a beautiful, beautiful workbook that comes with it. It is very hands-on, intensive. It's going to be an incredible session, $48. Anybody can come or join the Spark Collective and come for free. Hello. Yes. Say yes to that. Say yes to yourself. And then at the end of the year, we do something for wintering, for slowing down, for protecting yourself, for nurturing yourself. That's free for Spark Collective members. So do that. Manifestation Power Hour. So good. Come hang out with me wherever you are. Let's pull that Create Brave card. Let's see who's with us still. Oh, hi, Caitlin. Hello, hello, hello. Mark is here. Anna. Hi, Anna. Hi, everybody. So good to see you all. Who is with us on TikTok? If you're with us on TikTok, say hi. The manifestation cards, the Create Brave deck, is a deck of manifestation cards that I co-created with my friend Rachel Swanson. They are here to help you guide and source your next step in creation, right? They are specifically here to help you think out of the box, be creative in your approach, take some brave steps, think about things in unique ways. It comes with a guidebook. I love the deck. It's like in here, it's beautiful. We did a Kickstarter for this deck, and it's got glitter edges that are so gorgeous. They're teal and glitter. Can you guys see them? I love them. This beautiful magnetic box. I'm not here to sell the Create Brave deck. I mean, you should get one because they're fucking amazing. And eventually, like I said, they will be on TikTok shop and they will be in my Instagram shop. But for now, every week, I always pull a Create Brave card to show up for myself, to show up. Oh, y'all, this card just jumped out. Show up for myself, show up for you. What does this card mean to you? How does it resonate for you? What is the message that is here for you? Listen to it. I love that this one came up today because it works really well with Bloom Dreamscape. Can we just talk about how gorgeous this card is? So Rachel did all of the artwork on this, and she's just fucking incredible. She's just fucking incredible. I don't know what else to tell you. I love this card. And this is a funny card because Rachel has been opposed to the idea of dreamscaping. And I had to fight to get this card included in the Create Brave deck because Rachel's approach is that if you are dreamscaping, you're stuck. And my approach is dreamscaping is all about limitless expansion. So dreamscaping specifically is about planning out your wildest fucking dreams, shit that you never thought you could actually have, and dreaming without barriers. I invite you to do that for sure. But everything with with flexibility, like everything with the opportunity for expansion and growth and change, because change is the only constant, right? So I love that the dreamscaping card came up. It's actually maybe your sign that you should attend the Bloom workshop. The Bloom workshop, believe it's on March 15th. You would think I would know that, but whatever. When I imagine my future, I turn it into a reality. Dreamscaping. When I imagine my future, I turn it into a reality. And I mean, yes, you can't dream of something you've never imagined, and you can't create something you've never dreamt of. Right? I want you to hear that again and again and again. You can't dream of something you've never imagined, and you can't create something you've never dreamt of. So let's dream without barriers. Go big. Go big. Trust yourself. Know what you want. Trust yourself and love yourself so that you can do it. So I'm going to read from the guidebook. I love that dreamscaping came up today. That's so perfect. That's so perfect. Oh my gosh. Dreamscape. When I imagine my future, I turn it into a reality. You can't get where you're going if you don't know where it is. Dreamscaping allows you to start building a life that you love on your own terms. Now is the time to dream bigger than you have ever thought possible. Throw open the doors of possibility and see what happens. Imagine your future and what it looks like. And how does this dream future feel to you? Make note of the specifics and visualize where you want to be. That will reveal itself in due time. Oh, I skipped a line. Imagine your future and what it looks like. How does this dream future feel? Make note of the specifics and visualize where you want to be, but don't worry about how you're going to get there, because that will reveal itself in due time. Dreamscaping breaks down the walls of doubt and it helps you focus on the big picture. Remove the limitations and reach for the stars. Then we also have a create brave prompt, a thing that you can go out and do right now. Wait, anime lover knows Tessa? Who's anime lover? Do you actually know Tessa? And Tessa, are you still here? Because Tessa is my child. And anime lover was talking shit earlier. I'm going to have to do some research there. Anyway, create brave prompt, set a timer for 4 minutes, visualize one thing that you want to manifest in your life, and imagine yourself in the moment after you've actualized this dream. You are not limited to this outcome. Remember back when I said Rachel didn't like to dreamscape because she thought it limited her? You are not limited to this outcome, but imagine it, or one that is even better. Dreamscape. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think this is your invitation to sign up for the Spark Collective so that you can show up for yourself in small, meaningful, but bite-sized ways. They fit into your busy schedule. And join us for the Bloom Workshop in March so that you can plant those seeds and grow the garden of you. Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful. And Tessa, I'm glad you don't know this creepy person that was shit talking me, because I was like, Mama bear instincts are coming out and I will take you down. So yeah. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. As always, I love connecting with you. I will be here next Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. And the topic next week is a really, really good one. It is all about asking clarifying questions. I promise you, you're going to love it. Stick around. If you are new, follow me in whatever platform you're joining in, and let's continue the conversation. I love to talk with you all in the DMs. I am here. I want to support you. I am your biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, I'm Heather Vickery, reminding you today and every day to go out and choose bravely. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.